Roots inside sewers have never been easier to remove. You must choose the right root killer, however. In the market, there are hundreds of different root killers for sewer lines. Selecting the best root killers for sewer lines among so many options can be difficult. That's where we can help you. In this video, you will learn authentic information about the 5 best root killers for sewer lines in 2023 on the market. Before we jump into the review, we selected only the most effective root killers for sewer lines available on the market in 2023. We examined the factors that differentiate root killers for sewer lines from good to great, such as its features and capabilities. We didn't include any products that we thought didn't have enough power to carry out the tasks it was intended to do. Number 1, Roebic FRK 1LB Foaming Root Killer. If users could only use one root killer for the rest of their lives, they would choose the FRK 1LB from Roebic. It's a foaming root killer that does the job better than any other. The whole process is based on the fact that when the product is mixed with water, it makes a lot of foam. The foam then goes through the pipe and covers the whole length. When it hits a root, it starts to kill it. A chemical called diclobonyl is what does the job of killing roots. It is a very dangerous but effective poison that kills the root for good. In just a few days, your pipe will be free of clogs and you'll be able to use it again. This foaming agent stands out because it can kill the roots on the pipes without hurting the trees nearby. In the same way, it stops new root growth by changing the root's living tissue so it doesn't grow in the same direction. And if all of that wasn't enough, you can use it on any kind of plumbing. When you add the fact that it's easy to mix with liquid, it's a breeze to use. Number 2, Roots Root Intrusion Solution. Are you hunting for a method to get rid of those roots that are more expert? The root intrusion solution might then be required. It is unquestionably the greatest plumber sewer tree root killer available. It comes in a 4-pound jar from ROOTX and includes all of the tools and chemicals you'll need for the task. This consists of a mixing funnel and dry powder. With this kit, applying the root killer is as convenient as possible. Of course, these compounds are foaming. It follows that you can pour them into the sewer and let it handle the cleanup. The roots blocking the way will be removed as it grows and crosses the pipe. The chemical's ability to attack roots on top of the piping system gives it a substantial advantage over competing products. This is a very effective procedure that can get rid of the majority of incursions. In addition, the solution removes dirt, grease, and other blocking debris. With this kit, you won't need to bother about roots or anything else. The best part of it, though, is that it can stop new root growth for more than a year. Your sewer pipes are unlikely to block again soon, so you may relax. Number 3, Sanco Root Destroyer. The Root Destroyer from Sanco is another killer we couldn't leave out because it's so good. It's a simple formula that will clean your sewer pipes quickly and easily. Copper sulfate crystals are used by this killer. That means you don't have to wait for the foam to do its job. Instead, pour the crystals into a toilet close to the clogged sewer line and let it work. Because the crystals are so useful, you might only have to wait 1 to 2 weeks for them to work. And sure enough, your lines will lose their roots. This product works so well, though, that you should only use it twice a year. You don't have to use all 2 pounds at once either. You can use 1 pound every 6 months instead. That's enough to keep it going for at least a year. The crystals won't get out of your sewer, which is a big plus. So it will kill the roots inside the pipe but not anything outside. So you won't have to worry about plants in your garden dying. With a reasonable price, it's a good choice for people on a tight budget who want to get the most out of their money. One brand you shouldn't forget about is Sanco. Number 4, Roebic K77 Root Killer. We now discuss about a different Roebic root killer. This time, for those looking for long-lasting effects, we discover that K77 is the greatest root killer for sewer systems. Copper sulfate is the principal component of the product. This translates into outstanding effectiveness and first-rate regrowth prevention. Soon, you won't need to worry about the roots causing damage to your pipes. Only a special formulation that blocks the root's entry point makes this possible. Therefore, it stops the root from spreading further in addition to killing it and removing it from the pipe's midsection. However, This mixture is absolutely non-corrosive and will function in your plumbing regardless of the type of material. It also causes no harm to the plants in the area. It will allow beneficial bacteria to endure even in septic tanks so they can do their function. You only need to add some to a toilet and flush, just like you would with any other copper sulfate. Within 1 to 2 weeks, the chemical ought to finish eliminating all the roots when it begins to operate. This root killer is a top choice for folks who need high effectiveness in a short amount of time. Number 5. FDC Store Pure Copper Sulfate Pentahydrate Crystals. FDC Store Pure Copper Sulfate Pentahydrate Crystals is another best option on the market. Aside from being inexpensive, copper sulfate pentahydrate crystals from FDC Store are also extremely efficient, allowing them to do any task in a short amount of time. Amazingly, these copper sulfate crystals may be dissolved in water to produce a chemical that is lethal to root systems. It should take the product a couple of weeks to start working, at which point it will eliminate even the most stubborn roots from your sewer pipes. The capacity of this pure copper sulfate to replenish metal pies is yet another significant advantage offered by this compound. This chemical will get the job done even if it has been years since your sewer pipes were last cleaned. It will not only remove the roots, but it will also remove grease, muck, dirt, and any other debris that may be on the pipe. It comes in a little bottle that is only 2 pounds, but you can make it last for an entire year. That should be sufficient evidence to convince you that it is effective and durable enough to warrant the expenditure of your money. The fact that this solution may also be used for a variety of other tasks, such as cleaning pools and ponds, fertilizing very alkaline soil, and even rejuvenating metals, is one of its most appealing features. Customers who demand nothing less than the utmost ease will discover that this root killer is an option that comes very close to meeting all of their needs.